Well, hello, welcome back to the channel. This glorious, gorgeous and beautiful looking woman beside me is Jill.
And this is David.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
As you know, we did a 6-week tour around the British Isles, really. Well, England and Wales, wasn't it? England and Wales. And we thought we'd
Southern
bring
England.
some of England, some of Wales. Southern
England.
and Wales. Yes. So we thought we'd bring you up to speed with where we were, where we went and what we thought of it.
That's right.
I'll let you start.
Okay, well, the first place we stayed at was Welshwood. Now, those of you who've followed us for a while will know that we've been there before.
Once or twice.
It's a site that we like very much, and it was nice to start the tour there, wasn't it?
In a familiar place.
Yep.
Yes.
And just, check through that everything was running as it was supposed to, knowing that where we got the motorhome from was
Not too far away.
Well, it was nearer Welshwood than it is near our home.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was lovely.
As per usual at Welshwood,
Yeah.
they do need to get the calf sorted out and make it a proper calf.
They do, yes.
That definitely needs to happen.
Yeah.
£33.60 a night there. We paid £100.80.
Yeah.
£100.80 is what we paid for 3 nights. That was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we left on Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was the fully serviced pitch.
Fully serviced pitch, everything on, and one of the ones where you can empty your black down the channel where the grey goes when you've got it all there. We didn't, but you can if you want. Nice place.
Yeah.
Nice place.
They do also charge for dogs. I still haven't got my head round that.
No, I haven't.
But,
I don't agree with it.
No, but never mind.
Aye. So next.
Then we went down to Kettleby Lakes.
Yes. Now, to be fair, this was an organised meet-up for Coachman Travel Master owners, and there was 19 or 20 of us there, and we had a special rate, so I'm not sure how representative this is of the prices, but for 3 nights, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, leaving on Monday, we were charged 125 of Her Majesty's Golden Bay tokens. That's £41.66 a night, really.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you, that was kind of the first real trial of the boot scoot, because it was quite away from where we were on the south park side of it to where we went for eating and meeting, but it was very, very well worth going there, because as you'll have seen from the video, the eating and meeting facilities are stupendous. It's marvellous, isn't it?
Yeah, all the facilities were
Yes.
extremely good.
Very, very good.
Especially the dog walking facilities. Kira and I, well, all 3 of us
In our elements.
had a great time there.
Yes, there's all kinds there. You can fish, you can do all kinds. Would we be back?
Yes.
Absolutely.
There's lots of
Yes.
walks we haven't done yet, and
Lots
keen
of
to
food
do.
we haven't eaten as well.
Well, yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
From there, we went to New Lodge Farm again. We've been to New Lodge Farm before.
Yep.
We met up with Bev and Jez, as you may well recall. You may also recall that we managed to blow one of the power nodes that's in the van, and I know why, so we can avoid doing that in the future. Summon New Lodge Farm up. If you can get there over a weekend, arrive on the Friday, you've got 2 nights of arranged kind of speciality grubbage. Steak night's good, pizza night's good. There's even entertainment on sometimes, and yeah, it's worked out at £37 a night with the dog. Again, fully serviced, either grass or hard standing, depending on what's available when you get there and how quick you can find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
There are facilities there we have not yet tried. Things like the spa and the swimming pool, which you can have to yourself.
Yeah.
We're going to arrange to work that out somehow. We'll have to train Madam Wonderfluff to look after ourselves and do the cooking while we're out. And if we can do that, then we'll give that all a try. Lovely place. Again, would we be back?
Oh, I'm sure we will.
We go every year, if not twice a year, so yes, we will, for sure.
Yeah.
And then from there to Sodding Chipbury. No, Chipping
Shipping
Norton.
Norton.
Yes, go on. Tell them about Chipping Norton. But first, before we do, £16.90 a night.
Yeah, well, that was grass pitch, no hookup.
No, nothing.
And it was quite interesting because they said that was the only pitch we could have because of the size of the unit.
It's rubbish.
I'll come back to that when we go to Charmouth.
Okay.
But, you know, yeah, would we go back? The reason we went was because we wanted to go to Clarkson's Farm,
Yes.
which is next door.
Which we did.
Had we realised how quickly we could do that, we actually went on the Friday afternoon and it wasn't busy at all. We managed to get in the bar, we managed to get in the shop without much of a...
We had plenty to drink and spent loads of money, let's put it that way.
Well, yes, we did what we wanted to do,
Yes.
and we'd got it all done by tea
4
time
o'clock.
on the Friday.
Yeah. So we could have been away somewhere nicer.
Yeah, my big issue with it is there are some lovely walks. However, you have to cross a very busy road to get there.
Yes.
It may not be an issue for you. If I was on my own, then probably not. Kira still is a bit flighty when it comes to certain things.
Fast traffic being one of the certain things.
Yeah, and it was.
Because we don't see much traffic around where we live, do we? We don't. It's very quiet where we live.
But it was a shame because the walks were superb.
Anyway,
but-
enough about Chipping Norton. I would say if you want to do Clarkson's Farm, book one night, do Clarkson's Farm, then go somewhere less frenetic, because it's frenetic. It gets crowded.
Yeah.
Right. So from there, we diddled off down to Concierge Camping.
Yep.
Now then, we stayed 2 nights. We paid in excess of £130. 60 odd pound a night. It seems to vary depending upon the season. What a lovely place. It's exemplary. It's as clean as you can want. It's a beautiful place to be, but it's a hell of a price a night. And it really is down to whether you have the wherewithal and you don't mind spending it. I would go back, but it would have to be a special occasion. My 70th birthday, or something along those lines. And then I would want to be there when the food truck affairs are open, because they weren't when we were there.
No, they're only on a weekend.
Well,
aren't they?
it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's Monday, Tuesday they're not open, there or thereabouts. So, and we were there Monday, Tuesday, you might know. So we didn't get to try any of the food, but everybody says it's marvellous. I would like to, but I'm not going to make a special journey to get there. It's not cheap, but if you've got the wherewithal, it's very, very good. Very, very good. And an example to everywhere else in everything other than pricing. I'm going to say that. From Concierge Camping, we went to Charmouth, which was a camping and caravanning club site.
Yeah.
The first of the club sites, after Chipping Norton, proper sited. Now, what I'd booked, and this is something that I've got a problem with the camping and caravanning club, and it's the only problem I've got with them, to be fair. They seem to not realise that there are vans over 8 metres, and the booking system that they use, if you say your van's over 8 metres, there are some places that will tell you can't go, and you can, but you may need to phone up, because it doesn't really make a difference. So I'd ended up booking on an RV pitch, was fully serviced, but it was about 400 yards long. So when we got there, Jill went to check in, and as you'll have seen from the video, which you have watched, haven't you? They said, look, do you want to move? We'll put you on one of the new pitches and save you some money, which they did, because it was, how much was it? Can't remember now. 200 and, no it wasn't. Just gone out my head. It ended up being a lot less than we'd put down on the the spreadsheet.
Yeah, and we got the money back.
They refunded us, yes. So kind of standard club prices. The pitch was lovely, the place was lovely,
Yeah.
the burgers were lovely. The only difficulty that we did have was we couldn't really get anywhere. Not easily. It's not too close to anything that we wanted to see, but it was a stopover in reality to get us across to Cornwall, which was where we did want to go to.
Yeah. But can I just say before we move on, because
Yes.
when we were at Chipping Norton, I said I'd come back to it.
Yes.
And that is this business about the length of the unit that you've got.
Yes.
If like us, you're
8.4.
8.4 metres, ring the site directly. It will make a difference.
It will.
So we've been told.
Because-
now we've been told.
Yes. The thing about it is they need to look at the wheelbase of it and not the length of it.
Yeah.
Because there must be 2 metres hanging back from ours, so we could get on a 6 metre pitch as long as there was overhang onto grass. It wouldn't be a problem.
So at Chipping Norton, probably if we'd rung them, if we'd known this and rung them direct, we might have been able to get a.
it's
had we
possible.
needed one.
It's possible, yes.
But we were fine.
But never
anyway.
mind.
Yeah.
So from there, we went to Willow Valley, which is in Cornwall,
Yeah.
near Bude.
It is.
I love the roads in Cornwall. Let me just tell you this. Everybody will tell you that the roads are tiny. If we got this massive, this is the widest van you can get that's of European or British manufacture. This is the widest one you can legally have on the roads, apparently, is what I'm told. And at 8.4 metres, we had no problem with the roads. Yes, you've got to look where you're going. Yes, you've got to keep your eyes out. And yes, you've got to be aware of where the passing places are. But it really isn't that bad. Aside from the Cornish do appear to like to make junctions where you can't see what's coming in either direction when you're pulling out.
Yeah.
As again, you will have seen from the video, which you have watched, haven't you? Yes. Now, Willow Valley ended up being extremely good value for money, we thought, at £26 a night.
Yeah.
We were there 4 nights, we paid £104, and I would go back there like a flash,
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
Yes. Yes.
was
It was
lovely.
very, very nice.
Simple,
Yes.
but clean
Yeah.
and really, really nice.
And
However,
so helpful.
very helpful.
Yeah.
I will say though, go after the school half-term holidays after Easter,
Yeah.
then the shop will be open.
Yes. It
That's
will.
always useful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And it does welcome families.
it
so-
does, yes. It's very, very
know, if-
family friendly, very tent friendly,
Yeah.
and the people in the tents are very friendly because we
Yeah.
had a whale of a time, didn't we?
Absolutely. Would we go in the school holidays?
No,
Probably not.
no.
But that's our choice. I'm not knocking it for that.
Well, the problem
you
is
know,
the dog would get ruined rotten. There'd be kids stroking her and giving her treats all day.
yeah,
We couldn't have
yeah,
that because
yeah.
they wouldn't do it to me. So
Yeah. I mean, we prefer it a little bit quieter, don't
yes,
we?
that's
So,
true.
People of an age.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Willow Valley, wonderful. From there to uphill Marina, and I feel such a fool. I'd heard about it. I'd seen videos about it. I didn't really know where it was. Didn't have a clue that it was right beside Weston-super-Mare. Hadn't got a foggiest, not a clue.
Yeah. And this was one of the sites I was so looking forward to, and it did not let me down at all.
No, it was a very, very happy bunny, and a little bit upset, I think, that we only stayed the 2 nights, as was I.
Yeah. Yeah. But needs must.
If you don't know why, go and watch the
Yeah.
video, and trust me when I tell you, we are going back there.
Oh, yes.
And for me, it is a destination. I would make that the turning point on a tour, or I would go there specifically and have a stop on the way down and a stop on the way back. It's that good.
Yeah,
Mind
it's
you,
lovely.
at £36.50, which is around about the average price that we've paid.
Yeah.
That's not bad value for money, is it really?
No.
That's about the average, and I would say Uphill Marina is above average. I love the place. It's really, really
Yeah.
pleasant.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
From there, I think possibly to one of our favourite sites, we went into Wales, isn't it?
Yeah.
Haven't I? To Pembrey Country Park,
Did.
which ended up being £34 a night. So we paid 132 quid for 4 nights, which was a Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So that's a proper weekender.
It was bank holiday as well.
And a bank holiday.
Yeah.
So 34 under the average of what we've paid for the tour. And I would go back there in a heartbeat, especially now that I've got the Zoot Scoot, which is way better than the Boot Scoot at getting round off-road areas. And it will be trailered. It's that big, it's that heavy, but it's that good. Access for everybody, just fabulous. The calf, fabulous. The beer, fabulous. The park itself, fabulous. The pitch we were on, fabulous. Grass pitch, everything we needed, fully serviced. Brilliant people running it. So helpful, so pleasant, so lovely to talk to, and full of advice when you needed it. Bent over backwards to help us.
Yeah.
Be back there like a shot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And one thing I don't think we made ever so clear in the original video was that to get to the campsite, which is within the country park, you go through the barrier. And because you've paid for the site, the barrier automatically opens. That means you don't have to pay for any parking within the country park. Now, there are a good half dozen, if not more, car parks within the country park.
Some of them are quite large, yes.
So if you wanted to go off-site with your motorhome or a car or whatever to one of the car parks because there was an area of the country park you wanted to see more of, you don't have to pay.
You could take the van and park it up, and that's it, you're good. You're absolutely fine.
Yeah, it's fab.
Lovely place. Go and watch the video if you haven't already.
Yep.
Smashing place.
Yep.
From Pembrey, we went through the hillsides and travelled some absolutely cracking roads. If you don't mind heights and if you enjoy driving, brilliant driving roads up to Red Kite at Llanidloes. Now, I've got to say, as sites go, it is remarkable. We had the highest end pitch that they do. It was £52.50 a night, which included £2.50's worth, I think, there or thereabouts, of elastic trickery.
Per day, per stop.
Yeah, per night.
Yeah.
Per £52.50 per night. £2.50 of that was for electric. So call it £50 a night without electric, and then you know where you are. I've never seen so much attention to detail. Everywhere is spotless. You'll not, I mean, if you find a weed, you'll be doing well. There ain't any on the pictures. However, for those of you with mobility issues, it's up and downy like you wouldn't believe. It's no wonder the Welsh scene will keep a welcome in the hillsides, because it's very, very hilly where we were there. And that was, as you'll have seen from the video, because you've watched the video, haven't you? That's what's prompted the purchase of the Zoot Scoot as opposed to the Boot Scoot, so that we can get up big hills and stuff. Would we go back? I don't think we'd make it a destination.
I'd certainly stop off.
But
one of the other things I loved about it, there were many, but when we arrived on pitch and we were shown where our pitch was, you know, we were kind of waiting to be told, right, you've got to back in, you've got to reverse in, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. And she just turned to us and said, right, this pitch is yours. Do with it as you will.
Yes. I missed that bit out of the video.
And
because
she repeated herself, didn't she?
Yes.
Because we were obviously, what?
What? She says, if you want to park it diagonally, you can. If you
It's
want
yours.
to turn the van on its roof and park, you can. It's yours. The pitch is yours. Park however you like. It's up to you. And there was a massive space between us and the pitches next door. So yes,
Yeah.
I mean, very, very accommodating,
Yeah.
very, very helpful, very, very clean, very, very pleasant. And the shop sells some very, very nice gin and beers.
Yeah.
And yes, we would go back for a stopover. It's not
Yeah.
somewhere I would spend a lot of time, but I would more than happily go
Oh,
there
yes,
and go
definitely.
down
Down
to
into
where
the
the little
town.
bakers into the
Yeah,
town
yeah.
for some of, because yes,
Lovely town.
lovely place,
Yeah.
definitely worth a look.
Yeah.
From there up to Ras Stay, I haven't forgotten.
I know. Well done.
It's okay. I'll just hang on. I'll just wipe that off your face. £39.50 a night at Ras. We were there for 3 nights. It's a funny sight, I think. I really couldn't quite get my head around it. I mean, it was Jill's birthday while we were there, so it was always going to be pleasant. We were always going to have fun. That was always going to be the case. They were very, very busy making upgrades to all kinds of stuff. But the biggest bugbear for me about the place, and the only real downside, I suppose, is there's no shop. So if you've thought to yourself, oh, well, it's fine, we'll get some milk when we get there. It's okay, we're only going to be a couple of nights, we'll get some milk. They don't have bread.
There'll be a local town somewhere.
There's nothing at all where you can buy anything at all. No shop, nowhere that sells milk, nowhere that sells bread, nothing within, well, you've got to go to St Asaphreli. There's no shop in Ras, because Ras is basically the site. There's not much more of Ras than the site.
No.
It's run by the Fifth Wheel Company. So if you want to have a look at Fifth Wheel, there's loads of them there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And to be fair, the White House pub and eatery and spa, it's worth going and stopping a night just so you can eat there, because the food is fabulous.
Yeah.
So that would be how we would use it, I think.
Yeah. And I must just make a comment about the very nice lady who works for the Fifth Wheel Company.
Oh, yes.
Not on site, but the company is based directly next
Yeah.
door. And she came and knocked on our door, didn't she?
She did.
And asked for me. And she said, oh, I have this for you. What? And our daughter had spoken to her on the phone to see if it was possible to get a gift delivered to me if our daughter had it sent down. And this lady organised the whole lot, didn't she? And brought it round after she'd finished work.
Excellent it was.
Not during work time, but after she'd finished work.
Yes.
Very, very nice. Very, very much appreciated.
Yes.
Little things like that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Right, from Ras then, we shot off up to Southport for 2 nights.
Yep.
And paid £34.80 a night. So £69.60 for the 2 nights. Again, fully serviced pitch. Like all Caravan and motorhome club sites, they start to get very uniform.
Yes. But then at least you know where you are, don't you?
So, you know, if you like a camp site, you'll love Southport. Whether you love Southport is another matter. It's not what I remember from being a child, but then it's 60 years since I was there.
Yeah.
So, you know, memory fades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, again, go and watch the video. It'll give you a bit more idea of the challenges I found. But for the able-bodied, there are no challenges at all, are there?
No.
And it's a nice walk or wander. Whichever way you go, you can get into the town very easily, especially if you take the right turning when you get to the end of the
There's a lovely
street.
park, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a lovely place.
It is. Yes.
And again, it would be a stop off. I wouldn't make it a destination.
No.
Not these days. And finally, we finished off at Green Acres in the rain at £34 a night, which is under the average for the tour.
Yeah.
I want to go back there.
Yeah.
I want to go back there a lot because it is so clean, it is so pleasant. The people who run it are so pleasant. They look after you so well. It's quiet. It's it's an utter delight, and I can well understand why there are people that go back every month, 6 weeks, 2 months for a few nights. I would be back like a shot. Even in the rain, it was pleasant.
It was.
There's all kinds of stuff to recommend it, but if you are hurtling up to Scotland, up the M6 and that road, M6? No, M6, no, what is it?
It's M6, isn't it?
Yeah, the M6.
Yeah.
Up to on the M74 and what have you, that road up via Gretna Green. If you're going up that way, when you get to Carlisle, turn right and go down and stay at Green Acres. It's very handy for anybody doing that kind of a trip, or if you're coming back. It's comfortable. It's a cracking site, and like I say, I would go back again tomorrow. In fact, if the weather holds, we might, but might not as well. And that was that. So the 38 nights that we were away, we paid £1,403.46. Actually, we didn't. We paid £1,387 something after the refund.
Yes.
So it averaged 36.90-ish per night. I'll call it 36.75. That'll take care of the refund. That was the average price per night, which in the current climate doesn't appear to be out of the way. I can't remember how many miles we did, but it must be getting on for 2,000. And yeah, the whole thing, the whole journey has been an utter delight. But we've learned a lot of things. One, we need to manually switch the fridge into 12-volt mode when we set away. Otherwise, by the time we get somewhere, it's going to be off. I don't know why. That needs sorting and needs fixing. As a result of careering down a hill without any brakes, I have bought a new mobility scooter, and you'll see more of that if you haven't already. We've learned that we can actually, the three of us, be in what is, for me, a fairly small box for 38 days, nearly 6 weeks, without killing each other. We've also learned that we can put awnings up and take them down without filing for divorce. We have learned that some of the bits and bobs that we've bought for the van and for use with the van over the last 5 months or so have turned out to be absolute godsends, but that's the subject of another video. And we've learned that, or I've learned, that I actually like meeting people, just not loads and loads of people at once. It's lovely being able to talk to all these folks, and it's been even better being able to get about, which
absolutely.
I haven't really been able to do before. So that just about sums the 6-week tour up, I think. He said, trying to keep it down to under 3 hours. And I may or may not have managed it. It's under half an hour now, so we're good. So we'll call it there, I think, unless there's anything else you want to say.
No, I could go on, but I shan't.
I will say one thing. We had a super thanks while we were away.
Oh, yes.
And found ourselves unable to mention it. And I've gone and forgotten who it came from now. But you know who you are. Can I just say, it really wasn't necessary, but thank you so much for doing it.
Yes.
And to everybody else, I would like to say that you've got no idea how much we value you watching what we do and joining us on our adventures as we go along. It means the world, because I'm a show off in remission. Is the easiest way to put it. You can tell by the hair. I mean, which other 69-year-old bloke do you know that's got hair like this?
Yeah, well,
Aside from Rick Wakeman.
did have.
Yes. So, yes, there you go. Thank you so much for watching. We do appreciate it. If there's anything you want to ask, any comments to make, you know where to leave them.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be questions you want to ask about certain sites, things that we haven't mentioned. Please feel free to ask them, and one of us will respond.
We will.
Yep.
And might even answer it as well. But,
Ha-ha.
So there you go.
Yep.
Right, that's it.
Yep.
Thank you for watching if you have been. And we'll see you on the next one. But until then, enjoy the roads.
Enjoy the skies.
But most of all, enjoy your lives. Because life rocks when your living room rolls and your dog's sound asleep on the settee.